Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Allan, the Comic Collector Geek, and today is Wednesday, where I do my Q&A video where I answer your questions. And I got some really great questions that I'm going to answer this week. If you have a question you want to have me answer next week, just put it in the comments below and I will get to it. The first question comes from K. Munin. Out of all the first appearances, referring to last week's Q&A video where I talked about Archie comics, which character had the most impactful debut in your opinion? Well, in my opinion, Archie himself, obviously, would be the one that you would think. But beyond him, I would go with Veronica. So the original Archie comics didn't have Veronica. Veronica was a later addition, and it wasn't that much later, but it was a later addition. And the dynamic between Betty and Veronica and Archie and and that kind of love triangle really does add something to the story. It's kind of what probably most people associate to Archie. So in my opinion, Veronica would be the most significant new character that they added to Archie in the Golden Age. So yeah, that would be my opinion of that. So the next question comes from Brian Smith. Could you show all of your Planet comic collection and say which are your favorite covers with this I hope to get, and which others you hope to get? Well, I hope to get the whole entire run. I'm actually working to get the whole entire run for Planet Comics. I have currently 25 here, I guess, of the Planet Comics, and I have a few that are in a future unboxing where I'm going to be getting some more comics. They're in the mail. Basically, I'm just waiting for them to arrive. Some more Planet Comics. But right now I have 25 out of, I think it's like 71, I believe, or 73 in the whole entire collection. I actually have the last issue, so we'll find out when I hit the last issue. So the first one, actually, I always keep my Planet Comics behind me, usually in the area behind me. But this one Planet comic I keep separate from all the other Planet Comics. And this one I keep in a special box because it's my Seduction of the Instant box, where I keep all the comics that were featured in the Seduction of the Instant. And this is Planet Comics 53. And it's a great cover. It's a good girl art cover, bondage cover, girl in the red dress cover. And but beyond that, you actually have more bondage going on with these people. It looks like almost like these cannons or something. But you got these women all strapped to the cannons, which is really interesting. Just a great, good girl art cover, and one that was mentioned in Seduction and Innocent. So just fun stuff. So that's Planet Comics number 53. The only one that was mentioned in Seduction and Innocent. So I always keep it separate. Next is Planet Comics 62. You can I leave the labels on because when I get them for Heritage Auctions, I like to remember that I got them from Heritage Auctions, so I can check how much I paid for them in the future. So this is Planet Comics 62, another girl in the red dress. It's a little bit of aliens wearing bubble helmets, which is interesting. You got the aliens wearing the bubble helmets, but the humans not. That's kind of fun. And then we got Planet Comics number 40. This is a really nice cover. And we got Planet Comics 46. You can tell I didn't put these in order. They're all random. So Planet Comics 46. And Planet Comics 50. I like the skeleton hand with the gun. And then we got Planet Comics 24. This is actually my earliest issue that I have of Planet Comics. The earlier issues in the Planet Comics run are quite pricey. I only have this one. This is the earliest I have, 24. So this is Planet Comics 24. I still like it though. Okay. Then we have Planet Comics 42. That's a nice bubble helmet cover. I always think it's funny that they wear the bubble helmets, but they don't wear spacesuits, so I don't know how much that would really help you. So yeah. Bubble helmet. And then I believe this is actually, okay, so this will answer the question. This is 73. Yeah, so this is the last issue in the series, Planet Comics 73. So, and this is a Maurice Whitman cover. So kind of interesting, like sort of like zombie dinosaurs or something. It's really weird. So, yeah. And a lot of these covers were done by either Joe Doolin or Lily Renee did a few, and Maurice Whitman did a lot of the later ones. So I think this is the Joe Doolin one. This is number 43. I like them blowing up the earth. It's always fun. And it's a great robot cover. This is number 64. Some more bubble helmets too. I always like Planet Comics for the fact that it has like these classic good girl covers and sci-fi. Two things that I really like. So, and these robot covers are great too. This is number 64. And then we have number 72, second last issue. Again, Maurice Whitman. Really great cover. And then we have 69. I always thought she looked like she has bunny ears. I'd like to know if people see that too. Whenever I see this girl, it looks like she has bunny ears. I'm not quite sure. I think it's actually part of, like, I think it's like wings, or I'm not sure what it is, but they look like bunny ears to me. So I always thought that. And they're all wearing bubble helmets too, so that's cool. So number 69. Number 65. It's a really great one too. Something sort of, just the flow of this one's really nice, how the ship's going off. Everything's kind of going up in that nice angle. It's a really great cover. So that's number 65. And this is a really great woman in a red dress cover, number 51. Looks like she's getting like taken in by this weird swamp creature. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, this is number 51. I just really like that cover. It's really cool. And this is the Lily Renee, number 49. It's got the mermaid, and this one, the funny thing about this one, I always laugh about this. I always mention this when I show this comic. This one has water damage and it's a mermaid cover. I think that's so appropriate. So number 49. And then we have number 68. Just, another Maurice Whitman. And another Lily Renee. So this is number 39. Great cover, this spider kind of woman, and she's a weird horn on her head. Just think of a really interesting character. I like all the spider people in the back. This is one of my favorite covers from the whole entire series. I always sort of debate between this one and a couple of the other ones, but this one I really like. This is number 39. It's another great one. For some reason, this one always reminds me of Canada. I always feel like, I don't know why. Something about it reminds me of like kind of Eskimo style a bit. I don't know if people see that, but I always see that. Whenever I see this, I always think it's very Canadian. I don't know why. Kind of reminds me of Nirvana or something like that. I don't know. Number 47. This is really nice black cover as well. And then, okay, so those are all the raws. And then we got the slabs. This is number 58. Classic cover. This was homaged by Dave Stevens later on. It's been homaged a lot, actually. It's a classic cover. This is Joe Doolin. As I said, he did a lot of the covers. So Joe Doolin cover. Nice cover. Put it there. And this is actually a key issue. This next one. This is the first Mista of the Moon. And she's not on the cover, but this is her her first appearance in this book. And it's also a nice headlight cover. I believe this is another Joe Doolin. Oh, no, sorry. I'm mistaken on that. It's Lily Renee. I should have guessed. Lily Renee did lots of really great, sexy covers. So this is a Lily Renee cover. So Planet Comics number 35. And I really like this one. This one I think is just fun. This is like a Medusa cover. This is number 41. Got this Medusa. Even her hair is being pinned down. I just think that's really weird. So yeah, Planet Comics 51 or 41. And we got another one I really like. I just really like all these. These are just so awesome. But this is Planet Comics number 56. And it's a great Women in the Tubes thing. And it looks like they're in, different levels of decay or something. It's very strange cover. It almost looks like they're like, turning into a skeleton or something. It's, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's just really interesting cover. This is Planet Comics number 56. And we have Planet Comics 37. Yeah, 37. Another great cover. I think this is definitely not the person I thought it was. One sec. Who? I would have guessed Joe Doolin, but it doesn't say. Strangely enough, it does not say who did the cover. I would have guessed. But it says the art in it is done by Lily Renee, Frank Hopper, Jack Keller, Murphy Anderson, and Dan Zolnerwich art. So maybe it's Dan Zolnerwich that did this cover. But I think it's a great cover. Really great cover. And then we got Planet Comics 29. This one's a little rough, but it's still a great cover. As I said, I like the good girl plus sci-fi elements. This one got a little bit of everything going on there. Some fun stuff. And just two more. And this is a Maurice Whitman. It's a really cool one. I like how the woman is luring the people over and to probably get eaten by this weird monster guy. So yeah, nice. Planet Comics 67. And then we got, I think this is a Lily Renee cover. This is the first cover appearance of Mist of the Moon. This is Mist of the Moon here. So I showed the first appearance and the first cover appearance. So I was quite happy to get both of those in my collection. She's kind of one of the major characters for Planet Comics. She has sort of a repeating role in Planet Comics. So Mist of the Moon. And that's it. That's my, so far, my Planet Comics. Give me a few more years and I'll try to have the whole thing. So that's, yeah, Planet Comics. And as I said, the ones that I hope to get would be the rest of the set. Like, just get the whole thing. Okay, so next comes from Ragman Comics. Yes, here's a little challenge for you, Allan. Name 10 Batman rogue villains in 30 seconds. So Clayface, Two-Face, Penguin, Joker, Riddler, Catwoman, Scarecrow, Ra's al Ghul, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze. I wrote them down. I cheated. I'm sorry. I had to cheat. You know, it's not that I don't know them. I'm not really good at when under pressure. I just can't think of things. Okay, but yeah, I do know them. I wrote them down. I had to think. Like, the funny thing is, I wrote these down from memory, and I was like, you know, coming up with a whole bunch. And there's probably a lot more that I could have picked, but these were the ones that came off the first 10 that I thought. Okay, he also gave me a second challenge. Name 20 hero Marvel mutants in 60 seconds. So Wolverine, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Rogue, Gambit, Bishop, Deadpool, Mystique, Cable, Beast, Professor X, Phoenix, Iceman, Cyclops, Storm, Kitty Pryde, Psylocke, Colossus, Dazzler, Havoc, and Emma Frost. I think that's actually 21. So, and there was a bunch of other ones that I could have mentioned, like Starfire or Firestar or whatever his name is. I can't even remember his name. You know, there's like a whole bunch of mutants. It's like there's like so many mutants. You know, if you get into the bad guys too, then it becomes really crazy. But yeah, so those that was my sad attempt to do the challenge that he provided for me. The last question comes from, it wasn't really a question, it was more like a follow-up from last week's video, where I talked about the pretty much most of the Archie characters, but not all the Archie characters. There was just so many first appearances that I could have mentioned. And that happens with every title, where there's like minor characters or even major characters that you might not have put on the list. I think I had like 20 or 30 characters on my previous list. And somebody commented, Joseph Solowitzki, he commented that, oh, you forgot all these characters. Well, I didn't forget them now because I now have them on the list. And actually a lot of these I'm picking up because I thought, hey, why not pick up these books? So Ethel Muggs, or she's also known as Big Ethel. She was in the TV series. She's in Archie's Pal Jughead number 84. That's her first appearance. And another one that a bunch of people told me about, which I didn't have, was Chuck Clayton, who first appeared in Life with Archie number 110. And actually, I picked this book up really cheaply. It's actually a hard book to find, Life with Archie 110. But there was a lot where somebody had this lot of Archie comics, and it was like 27 Archie comics, and that was mixed in. And I was like, oh, that's the first appearance. I better get so I won it for like, I think I paid like $1 or $2, like $1 or $2 per book. So not too bad. And there was a bunch of other cool, there's some of the horror titles for Archie. It was like, had a pretty good lot of Silver Age and Bronze Age stuff. So it was pretty good pickup. The next one was Nancy Woods, and she's from PEP 309. Midge Klump, she's from Jughead number 5. And Pop Tate, who's in PEP Comics 46. And Jelly Bean Jones, who is the like baby daughter, not daughter, but like young sister of Jughead. She was in Archie's Pal Jughead number 50, which the second series, not the first series. So yeah, so those are all like, those are some more, and there's actually still more that I could have done, but I just grabbed a few more, and I figured, hey, I'll give you some more Archie first appearances, and there's so many I probably missed, and I know what's gonna happen. In the comments, you're gonna say, oh, but you missed this character and this character. Well, I'm trying. Okay, so those are some more Archie characters, and that is it for this video. If you want to have your question answered, put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.